Hey, we are live for the pregame of the Seahawks versus Panthers game in Carolina. And first of all, I want to start out by saying Doug Baldwin will be playing today. That's going to be a problem for uh, our secondary. I'm a little worried about our secondary. We looked really bad against the Lions. So uh, I'm not saying that it's the worst secondary in the league, but we need to rein it in. You know what I mean? We've got way too many players to be playing the way we are without doing something successfully. And Seattle will really, really test us today. The second thing I want to say is that while I was listening to the Panthers radio station, Rod Rivera was interviewed, and he said, "We did not lose any ground in the playoff race." Wrong. Wrong, sir. The magic number is down to 11 wins. That's where we're at, folks. It's not 12 anymore after losing to the Lions. That means we are fighting for a wild card spot, but we are really, really fighting. We got to win Seattle. We've got to win Tampa Bay. We've got to win the Buccaneers game. And Cleveland. We've got to win these next three. There's no getting around it. We've got to win the next three. This team has lost its identity, and I'm not pleased with it. Um, Hopefully, with the home game, we'll be back to the way we were before, but I don't know. I don't know. Seattle's got some weapons. Don't sleep on these guys. This is going to be a rough game. Um, Russell Wilson likes to do the play action a lot, which could be a problem. Um, a lot of people are picking against us, and that's not surprising after that Lions game. I'm not surprised at all. Uh, I just was watching the Fox News Sunday, well, NFL Fox Sunday here, and two of those five picked us picked Seattle as an upset today. Two of five picked against us. This is the most critical game in our wildcard hunt right now. People don't fully realize how critical this is. Let me tell you something. If Seattle wins this game, they're right in the middle of that playoff hunt. Right in the middle, right where we are. They took our spot. And it puts us lower on the ladder and makes us fight for more. We lose this game, we might as well barely fight for the second one. Second wildcard spot. I'm not pleased with our. Alright. What we need to do. What we need to do. Number one, tackle. Tackle, tackle, and number one, tackle. Because the tackling has been so lazy over the past three games. I just can't even tell you. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. And if you need this entire coaching staff to teach you how to tackle when you've already been in the league for this many years, come on, guys. Number two that we need to do, motivation. I want to see some fire out of this team today. After we score that first touchdown, we keep giving up that one touchdown on defense. I don't want to see that again. I want to see fire out of this team today. This needs to be a win, and it needs to be a convincing win. We're in a playoff hunt, for goodness sakes. We have far too much talent on this team to let ourselves fall to Seattle and Detroit. So today's got to be it for us. So that's tackling, that's motivation, and execution is the third thing I want to see today. We're lacking in all three in the past 3 games. Lacking in all 3. That needs to end today. And the fact that we're hearing from Ron Rivera that that loss to the Lions did not affect our playoff hunt, that's not what you want to hear from a coach fighting for a playoff spot after losing to a team that they should never lose to with this much talent on this team. So I need to see some fire today. I need to see some motivation. I need to see some execution. This cannot keep going. Unless you want to tank the season, then that's fine by me. Let us know that you're taking the season, and we'll be on board with it. But if you're actually fighting for a playoff spot, that loss to the Lions, that does not cut it. None of what we did last week cuts it. So, this is do or die time right here. Do or die. We lose this one, the magic number goes down to 10. We might as well just not even be in the playoffs if that's the case. Do y'all really want a 9-7 team again? Is that what the management wants? Because if we keep making boneheaded decisions like we did last week, that's where we're heading. And as I told y'all in the last live stream I did, there's 2 things we could do right away. Right away. That's fix our tackling, that's fix our execution. There's 2 things we could do in free agency right now. Left tackle and wide receiver. Right now. There's got to be a better left tackle than Clark in that free agent pool. I tell you, there has to be. For that same amount of money. Marty won't make a move. Ron's too complacent. And Norv's just like, I've got an offense to run. I can't do everything. So what are we doing? We're just going to sit on our hands this week? Nobody made a move in management. I'm not pleased by this. If we really want to turn this team around, we've got to move. I saw an article yesterday about the Falcons moving people around after Matt Ryan got pressured at least like half a dozen times. Why are we not doing that? If the Falcons can figure that out, and they're not even in the playoff race, why can't we? That's what really irks me, man. And I don't want to be that person that's not family friendly, but come on, dude. We need to use our brains today. That's just all there is to it. We need to use our brains and we need to play with fire. Alright, so with that, we're getting into the first start of the game here. Russell Wilson's starting their first drive, so I'm going to see you guys at halftime. Stay positive and keep pounding.